Hello and welcome to Game and Read Checkpoint, where we talk about every week or so, or every other week depending, about what we're reading, playing, other stuff going on, all kinds of fun news.
Woo! So I'm going to kick us off with some book updates. As you may remember, if you watched the last 5 million videos, and by 5 million I mean 3.
Which you probably have.
Which you maybe have.
Of course you have.
I did the 24 and 48 readathon this past weekend. The goal, of course, is to read 24 hours out of the 48 of the weekend, and I did it! I read 24 hours! It was awesome!
I did the much less impressive 2 and 48 kayakathon, because I went kayaking for a couple hours, but...
That's still pretty good.
Yeah!
So during the readathon, I read 24 hours. I completed 4 books in print, 2 audiobooks, and I started a 5th print book. I have a wrap-up at gameandread.com with all the titles and page count and my ratings, and I have or will have reviews on Goodreads for all of them. It was so much fun. I really loved just being able to read and blow through a whole bunch of books. I had novels and short stories and, like I said, audiobooks, so that was really fun. One book that I read that I loved the most is called The Girl with All the Gifts by M.R. Carey. It is about this girl named Melanie, and she is in a facility / school / prison / military dealio, and there's something special about her and all the other kids in the school. And I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to give anything away, but...
They have gifts.
They have some gifts. I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It's an amazing book. It's so well written. It's really fast paced, but doesn't feel like the author is leaving anything on the ground or behind or any holes. And it was the first book I read in the 24 and 48 readathon, and definitely was my favorite. So that's what I've been up to in book world reading for 24 hours. Yay.
Nice. In the game world. Game World sounds like a bad movie that I would probably watch and then hate. Anyway, in the game world, over the weekend, I was playing Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, which is a Game Boy Advance game from 2004, had it on my DS. I was like, I need a game to play. I'm sitting in Wisconsin without any internet. Okay, I'm going to try this one because it's already installed on there. Little neighbor across the street borrows video games from me, gets mad that I have not played it because he loves Kirby.
He does. He berates Peter often when he comes to the apartment. Often.
I know. So I'm trying to impress a elementary school student by playing this game, which is probably the easiest way to impress a child. Just play a video game. But I started playing it, and I was like, oh, I'll breeze through this. I've played Kirby games before. They're, on the low tier of difficulty for Nintendo platformers. Definitely below Donkey Kong, definitely below Mario in difficulty. And I started playing it, and I realized this game isn't linear at all. So you are in this hub world, and you're trying to collect pieces of this mirror, just, beat bosses to get the thing, normal stuff. But instead of being like World 1-1, World 1-2, World 1-3, it's you go through a doorway, and then there's branching paths, and you need to figure out where you're going, and then you'll eventually find more doorways, which are links to other part of the overall world map. But it's a little hard to figure out where you're going. I was trying to figure it out, and I don't want to use a guide. And I was just like, I am having a harder time than I thought I would, just trying to find my way around in this Kirby world. The gameplay itself isn't super difficult. It's a little challenging. Sometimes you get hit more, sometimes you die at bosses, but it's really just trying to figure out what part of the map didn't I go to yet, and trying to find that next boss. So I'm only probably around halfway done with it. I did my first post of the canon for it, so you can check that out on Game and Read, where I share some of my thoughts with the first chunk that I played. Hopefully should have it done by next week for the part 2 of the canon, because I thought this was going to be a one-parter, and then I couldn't get through it all. I was like, okay, 2 posts.
Woo!
So that's what I've been playing. It's fun. It's just more challenging than I thought it would. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror.
So that's all we have this week. As we've already mentioned, head over to gameandread.com for all of our posts and links to our other videos, my readathon wrap-up, Peter's Kirby Mirror Canon Part 1.
Kirby Mirror Canon. That's the next
Yeah.
game. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Litzy, WordPress. We're there. Find us.
At Game and Read.
Yes. Thank you for watching.
We'll see you next time.